Sir, this is the first time we've talked in this context, and I'm excited to hear that for all the stuff that Joyce and Ben and I talked about in the first block of this show, you too have been politicized by Donald Trump, but in a very different way.
I have, Ali, and great to see you. This is the first time we're talking in this context, but let me report the most significant activity tonight was that we just finished our end-of-season soccer game here. The parents beat the girls, and so we maintain our dignity. So I got to enjoy that with our neighbors. But no, to your point, 2019, starting in 2016 and before, we saw the activities of a corrupt, fraudulent former president that continued and frankly culminated in the attack on the Capitol in January 6th. And it didn't stop there. As I mentioned in that statement, 147 members of Congress supported the president, these extremists, to overturn our election. And if we thought that chapter was closed, it's not, because in 2024, Donald Trump is likely to be on the ballot again. Democracy is on the line again. And the American people must take a stand. And I'm really heartened in the last day or so. I announced yesterday, and there's been such a groundswell of support, 32,000 individual donations, almost $1 million raised in 48 hours. I don't know if that's quite a record, but it's got to be pretty close. It's because the American people understand that democracy is on the line. And frankly, they don't necessarily want to elect a politician. I've been many things in my life. I've been a paratrooper, an infantryman, a dad, a prosecutor, war crimes investigator, and now I'm a candidate for the first time. And this is odd for me to be in a position of trying to learn politics.
Well, one of the things we learned last Tuesday in the elections, that there are a whole bunch of people, particularly at the local level, who were learning politics. They got out there and they were fed up with what they were hearing and seeing out there, and they took it into their own hands. You and your brother, Alexander, the hard part's over, right? The hard part was the day that your brother came into your office at the White House and told you what he heard on a phone call. And, there's one kind of brother who would have said, keep that one under your hat. This is not a fight worth getting into. But you and your brother sort of made a commitment. You said something wrong has happened, and you're going to fix it, and you're going to do it. And it cost both of you a lot. And you had President Trump going after you. And your solution is not to be vindictive. It's not to be vengeful. It's to get involved in politics.
Well, absolutely. Frankly, it wasn't a choice. Neither Alex or I saw this as a choice. We were Army officers. I was also a lawyer. I had professional responsibility obligations. We had a military duty to report the call. We didn't spend a great deal of time thinking about it. We knew how the gravity of what the president attempted to do, extort a foreign leader, but we didn't spend a great deal of time thinking about it because we had a duty to blow the whistle on him. And it didn't matter that he happened to be the most powerful person on the planet. We had a duty, and we were going to perform that duty. And now I have a new mission, and I'm called to represent the people of the Virginia 7th Congressional District, my neighbors that we just played a great soccer game. I don't know that our daughters necessarily will forgive us. It was a heartbreaker, but we care about the same things. I'm a dad. There are parents out on that field. They care about their daughters. There's a group of girls making sure that our daughters have the same rights their moms enjoyed, that we have schools that work, that are safe, that we have infrastructure that works, and government that works. There's a place for government, and we need a government that works, and not more chaos in Congress, where you have one party that can't even, when they have the majority, seem to govern.
Colonel, I've learned a lot about a lot of different things from you. I'm looking forward to learning more about this campaign and how you go in it. Thank you again for the service that you've provided this country till now, and we will be watching very closely to see how this proceeds. Colonel Eugene Vindman is now the candidate, or wants to be the candidate, for the Democratic Party for the congressional election in Virginia's 7th District.